Hi, welcome to SPR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. This is Mike Brenner. This is the MLB Odds Couple show for Tuesday, May 31st. Let's throw our record up. Mike Brenner up. You're
throw
happy.
it out for me.
Yeah, let's throw it up. But listen, look at my record. I had a winning day actually, but my record is up. But you know what? I have a sneaking suspicion. I'm going to be positive units within a few weeks, I think.
I think you are too, Pete. And I know one thing. NBA's winding down. It's never an excuse. It's just a load on your plate. It's a load on your plate. And I'm looking forward to kicking back, relaxing, and really concentrating on this Major League Baseball.
Somehow I just got behind the first 2 weeks of the show, I was down like 15 units, and now it's like,
You worked your way up, though.
But you know what we could be doing? We could just pick the Cubs every show, and that's it. And that's the whole show. And probably at the end of the year, we'll have like positive views. People like, look what geniuses these guys are, right?
Yeah, it's the Cubs and the Cubs couple show instead of there we go.
That's it. That's the whole pick. Just like how a few years ago, if you just wanted to make money, just like bet the Spurs every game. That's it.
Exactly.
Done.
Exactly.
Done.
Very, very similar, Pistol Pete.
All right, so let's talk about him today. Arrieta's on the mound. He's won 23 games in a row.
I know.
Or whatever it is. Do you know that means that the appropriate line for those 23 games should have been minus 2,000?
And it seems like we've had this conversation every time he pitches as well. For real. And
listen,
again,
the last time he pitched, I think we both took him, and he had a bad start.
Yes.
We lucked out. We won, which is part of this. So it's not just betting on him, but betting on the Cubs.
Exactly.
I admit, I bet the overnight line. I bet the Cubs on the.
Why shouldn't you?
Why not?
Why shouldn't you? For real.
I'm not saying that there isn't a reason, but this is not a rhetorical question. If there's a reason, tell us in the comments.
Like I remember a couple of weeks ago, you were stuttering with something. You said, I have to. Well, yeah, you have to with the Cubs. I understand that.
Look,
my only concern on this, and I'm going with it as well, Pistol Pete, because, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm not being a bandwagon jumper. No, I'm trying to cash some money here. It's all about making money. The Cubs exhausted their bullpen last night, though. Exhausted that bullpen in the 2-0 win. But the Dodgers, their batting order isn't so strong to where that worries me. I think Arrieta actually bounces back for what he considers a bad outing his last time out. So I think they just keep this momentum going. I got a feeling they're going to get on board early. They're going to get this guy some runs early. Kazmir just, I don't know. He's just struggled against two of these batters for the Cubs. So I love this thing. The first half run line wasn't out yet, and the full game run line, if I'm correct, wasn't out as well, or is it out now?
Yeah, the full game run lines, they're not out yet, but we can give you, as usual, the penny opener on the full game, and you can take the Heritage opener on the first half.
First half, I'm going to take Heritage, and full game, I'll do Pinnacle.
Yep.
But I like it.
Listen, if it loses, it loses, but I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the Cubs -1, which will involve the run line when it comes out, Pinnacle opener, and I will also do Cubs first 5 innings.
It makes sense, and this team's picking up some steam. They've bounced back from that little slump they had, and I don't think they're going to slow it down. And, the Dodgers, their bats went quiet yesterday. They had 2 big games against the Mets. They put up some serious runs on the board, which is a big burst for them. But they got shut down yesterday, and I think they're going to get shut down again today because deep down, Arrieta knows his last start he didn't have his A game. Boom, bring that A game.
Now, it might be the smart thing to just end the show here and just take 2 picks and 2 winners, and then we're done. But we're gonna give some more picks. Hopefully, they won't be losers. I'll tell you what, I've had a great read on some, like my KC read.
Yes, I know. No.
And
you had a great day yesterday. Who hasn't? I think the Mets have had a terrible read on the Mets.
I was all over the Dodgers when Urias started. They lost. I was all over them. Then all over the Mets the next day when Syndergaard started. They got blown out. And then I was all over yesterday where I got lucky to push on the first 5 innings. But Harvey had a great start.
Yeah.
So maybe my reads on the Mets are
manager
backwards.
Terry Collins said he said the only thing we're consistent about right now is our inconsistency, and that's a statement from the manager. So I bet the Mets on the overnight line, and actually I got a really good line. I got like -155 or something. Now it's up to the -170s. Oh, wow, yeah, you did.
I mean,
who's on the hill?
So, it's Mats against Latos. So, Mats has been absolutely dead, lights out since his first start, and Lato's been very, very hittable coming back down to earth. So even if you forget about the lineup issues, a huge pitching edge here for the Mets.
Absolutely, and that right there, sometimes it takes a performance, a lights-out pitching performance for a lineup to come alive with the bat. So that might be what they need, and I know one thing. Woo, boy, Latos. I faded him several years ago, Pistol Pete, and I made a lot of money. It's nothing personal against that guy, but I got a feeling he might start falling back into that pattern.
No, he's in that pattern.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. With this game,
I'm Mets run line full game.
You're taking it?
Absolutely, you got to. You have to. This screams take it.
Wow, it's 130.
Of course, I like that. That's a bang for your buck. Mets run line with Mets.
That's down from +147.
Well, that's even more brilliant. That means it's going to cash, Pistol Pete. It's screaming, take me, for real.
Yeah. You know what? I'll do it. Mets, but it's going to be on the -1.
Is it the Mets or the Mats?
What? Don't make that joke. Don't make
Today
that
it's the Mets, baby.
I might ban Mets jokes from all videos that I'm part of from here on
Okay.
in.
All right. I don't know what spurned
It's
that.
not a good joke, but okay. No, I'm
Okay.
kidding. All right. Okay. It might be a good pick though. We're both going to be on the Mets.
I think it's a
You're
good
on the
one.
money. You're on the run line -1.5.
Yes.
I'm on -1.
Matter of fact, Pistol Pete, I'm going to stretch this thing out
Mm-hmm.
because, it's amazing. You just see that. I'm going to go the first half run line as well. I think Mats comes out and sets that pace. What's that run line? That's got to be
That is -125.
Okay, I was thinking under 130, so I'll take that. All right, I'm going to do first half run line -125 for the Mets. I'm taking the Mets on the full game run line +130.
Seems like a good bet. My only concern is that I've just been massively on the wrong side
It's
of the Mets over the past week.
But you're
okay.
not the only one, and I guarantee you the Mets are going to have to figure something out quick, sooner than later, because the Nationals are coming on and the Cubbies are just doing what they do. So
A lot of very interesting matchups and games today.
It was
Let's see
one of those that just nothing jumped out, really. I mean, he just grabbed me.
Well, there's nothing that jumped out that I love. There's a lot that jumped out that I liked. Another one I bet on the overnight, Jose Fernandez
Yeah,
is
I
in
know.
that groove.
I know he is.
Right?
He is.
And
Wow.
you're not, because of how good Cole has been, you're not paying a big line, -130.
Wow. God, that's, yeah.
I bet it. I bet it on the overnight line. I also took a shot with the under. I bought to 7, about -126. Do you have anything to say about that game?
Staying off it, but was real close to pulling the trigger because of Fernandez and
Yeah.
because of what's happening. But Stanton and everything else going on with this ball club right now, offensively, I'm just a little hesitant, Pete. And again, they're missing D. Gordon. D. Gordon's got to get back in that lineup. Wait till that happens. But you're right, Fernandez. If you looked up the definition of dialed in, you're going to see his picture, buddy. He is on top of his game. But I'm staying off. I may do it on a personal, but
You know what I will?
I'm
will
not.
take the under 7 -120. It's now at Bookmaker. I bet it on the overnight line.
I like that. That's good.
My totals have been very good this year, as they have been my whole career. So I'll take the under 7 -120 at Bookmaker Pitt, Miami.
Okay.
And then what else do we have? Oh yeah, Washington, Philly. Now you've had a great read on this one. Maybe you should keep riding this fade Philly train. Problem is they have a great starter. Nola really has some good stuff.
Yeah, but the Phillies, they pulled one out. I mean, it pissed me off. I had the run line last
Oh,
night.
yeah.
They're up 4-2 in the ninth. There's 2 outs, Pete. I got this thing locked up. Guess what? Hell no.
Welcome to MLB betting.
It is,
Welcome.
but it's also them Phillies going, yeah, you're a Philly boy and you're betting against me. Watch this. Bam. So, but it's all good. But now staying off of that today. Ross is good. Nola, I'm not betting against him. I'm just not willing to bet
he's got
against
great
him.
stuff. Ross is great too. You know what I am going to take? Washington, second half.
Damn, Pistol
Washington,
Pete.
second half.
I
All
like
right,
it.
let's see. What else? Do you have any other picks for us, Mike?
I've got one other pick, and
Okay,
that's it, and
let's
that's
hear
all
it.
I'm
Let's
doing
hear it.
today. I'm going with Toronto today, and I know CC Sabathia, 3 outings, he's been lights out, and my hat's off to him. Going to rehab was a great decision for him. Now physically he's not in the best shape, but mentally he's sharp. But I think today I'm going with it. I think Josh Donaldson and company and Carcione and Bautista, I think they're going to get the best of them. I like the run line, and the reason I like the run line is I think Sabathia, he can do what he can do through 6, but I'm banking on this bet to cash from 6 to 9 in the 6th and 9th inning. It's plus 140 earlier. Is that still available on the run line?
Toronto. Well, we're going to give you plus 143.
I'm going to take it.
No, we're going to give you plus 145 at the
Oh,
Greek.
listen, Pistol Pete getting all excited
you
about
go.
that other 2 cents, and that makes a difference.
Oh,
That's called
absolutely.
line shopping, baby.
No, yeah, Sabathia is facing the Jays for the second time in a row. There's no way he can have another 7
I don't
inning
think so, exactly. And Hap got the best of him last time. It was a long game. McCann is 3-21 against Hap. All right, he struggles. Texera is back from an injury. All right, here's another thing. Rodriguez, since he's been back from that thing, he's 1 for 16. So there's nobody lighting it up for the Yankees right now, and that's why I like Hap. Having the confidence, they're at home. This is a winner. Pistol Pete, cash it, run line, plus 145. You're getting me fired up.
All right, sounds good. So that's it for you?
Yes, I'm going to have a total now of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays.
Right.
That's it, and I'm going to review
And
them. I'm
going to give a bunch of others, though.
Go ahead.
Let's
Oh,
go
let's
for
do
it.
yours
I'm
first.
going to be giving, let's see, I'm going to be giving San Francisco on the second half at Atlanta.
Okay.
I also bet the under on that one.
Why the second half? Why not the first? Is it Whistler?
Whistler's been dealing.
I'm just
Whistler's
asking.
going to give you a good 6 innings.
And
I
Jake
think.
Peavy's liable to get roped even in Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly. And I did bet the under, but I'm not going to give it a show exactly because of Peavy. But I do like a San Francisco on the second half. Then I'm also going to give what else on the second half? I'm tempted to give Texas on the second. So, you know, Texas is now taking over the #1 spot.
I saw it for the.
And they're a big underdog.
They're under the radar if you look that up in the dictionary. I'm not kidding you, bro. This team is really putting
Problem
some
is,
things
Kluber
together.
can easily go 9 innings.
And I think he's due for that.
Yeah.
That's why I stayed off it. He is overdue for that. But hats off to Texas. They're managed very well.
Yeah,
This team
absolutely. And then one other bet that I made on the overnight that I like, I took the over in Detroit and Angels. I got 8, though. Now it's 8.5.
Shoemaker's on the mound in that one. Am I correct?
Sanchez and Santiago.
Okay.
Both guys been struggling.
Santiago, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is tempting, and I will. All right, I'll give that one. Over,
Okay.
but I'm going to have to take over 8.5, damn it.
Damn.
It's going to be
Ooh,
minus
Pete.
104.
Okay.
All right, so review your 4 picks, Mike Brenner.
All right, I'm going with the Cubbies today on the first half run line. I'll give you the Heritage opener when it comes out. The full game run line, we're going to go with the Pinnacle opener when that comes out. I'm jumping on Toronto on the full game run line. Pistol Pete saved me some dollars there, got me plus 145. And Pistol Pete, I'm going to cash with the Mets today. First half run line's minus 125, and the full game run line is plus 130. So 5 picks. I'm overdue for a sweep. Hell, I'm overdue for a 3 and 2.
Sounds good. Well, I gave all my picks, and just to be clear, I'm not taking Texas on the second half in this one.
Okay.
I'm not going to take one, but I am going to add.
Be clear about that, Pistol.
Yeah, I've had a good read on KC, and I am going to add KC. That's another one I bet on the overnight line at plus 109.
Okay.
KC's been winning. They're definitely Dylan G is a very sketchy starter, but Smiley's been coming back down to earth. Fading Tampa Bay is no problem for me, and so I'm going to add KC plus 109 on the money line there.
Let me ask you this, Pistol
Yeah.
Pete. Now, you got NBA getting ready to wrap up. I mean, do you feel like in your regular pattern, this is the first full year we've been doing this together, will your routine change drastically for your research for Major League Baseball? Are you going to put that cap on and really?
No,
or is
no,
this-
I've been doing it. I'm actually top 25 in totals at covers at one of our competitors, which is all. I'm down on sides slightly, which is par for the course for me. That's what I expect every year. And no, I feel comfortable at baseball. The lines are tight. The lines can be tricky.
tight. And I've noticed one thing. The lines have gotten really sharper in the last 2.5 to 3 weeks in MLB. I've really watched that. So obviously, cream's rising to the top. They're figuring out what pitching staff's for real. Injuries have kind of worked themselves out. So I'm looking forward, though, from here until All-Star break, just a really, really productive MLB show. I'm going to give everything I got to make that happen.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Mike Brenner, I hope we have some winners today, and then we'll be back for the Wednesday card tomorrow.
Let's get it. Go Cubbies, baby.